Hello and welcome everyone. So in this tutorial we are going to learn about today Peterson number. So what is a Peterson number in a Java? So let me tell you a number. Let's suppose 1 2 3 is a given number. So for this I am going to get factorial of 1 plus factorial of 2 and factorial of 3. So here it will be like 1 and we are going to do it add. For 2 it is going to be 2 and for 3 it is going to be 6. So here it is going to be something like 6 plus 3 is equals to 9 and 1 2 3 is not equals to 9. So here this number is not Peterson, but in case let's see we are having number 145, so I am going to get factorial of 1, factorial of 4 and factorial of 5. So here it will become 1 and plus we are going to do 4 3 into 2. Also for 5 I am going to do into 5 4 3 2 and 1. So here it is going to come something like 1 4 3 is 12, it is going to be 24 and the another number this is going to be 120. So whenever we are adding this number we are getting 145. If you are seeing the factorial of each digit and their sum is equals to the number is said to be the Peterson number. Now next thing that I am going to tell you how we can find this with the help of our Java. So logic that we are going to use here, I am going to say let's see 145, we are going to get the last number. So we will get the remainder by 10 and we are going to get 5, but this number is still 145. So for getting this 4 as a remainder next time what we have to do, so 145 we have to divide it by 10, so number that will come is a 14. Again that 14 we are going to do the mod to get the remainder and we are going to get 4 as a last digit in the remainder. Now this 4 again we have to divide it by 10 and the number is this 14 again I have to divide it by 10. Now the last number that will come is 1 and with 1 we are going to get the remainder and remainder will become 1. So like you can see with this we are going to get this last digit of given number and after these 4 5 4 1 we are going to do the factorial, and after getting factorial of each number we are going to do the sum of all given last number. So this how we can do in the Java. Now let's jump into our IDE and I am going to show you how these things can be done easily. I hope you have understood what is the Peterson number, and here like you can see I am having one ready-made project here. Inside source folder I am going to create one Java class and here I will say, let me make it something like Peterson number, and we are done with our creating class. Now after this I am going to create one main method. Inside that we are going to say we are having a given number, suppose 1 2 3. Now after this I am going to get the factorial of each number. So I will declare one more variable saying factorial of given number, that I am going to start with 1, because if I am going to start with 0 every multiplication will be 0 and sum will come 0. So that will make no sense. That I will give you detailed explanation while debugging this code. Now the second thing that I am going to say is I am going to declare one more variable sum, and in the sum we are going to declare as a 0. Now the next thing that we are going to get it remainder of given number. Now for that how we can do that, so let's see. While I am doing while given number is greater than 0, then only we are going to get inside the while loop. this while loop I am going to create, let's say int. I am going to say int, and here I am going to get the remainder. Why I am going to get remainder? So that I can get the last digit of given number. So how we are going to get the remainder? We are doing the modulus of given number by 10, so that whenever we will divide this given number 123 by 10, the last digit will come 3, and this 3 we are going to do the factorial. Now here we are done with declaring our remainder. Now next thing that I am going to get is to do the factorial of given number. So given number that will come here as a remainder, let's say 3 has come. Now with this int we are getting suppose 3. Now I have to do the factorial of given number. So let's declare one loop where we can get the factorial. So we are going to initialize loop with int I is equals to 1, and given number that I should be less than remainder. Remainder is nothing but the last digit of number. Now I am going to make it I plus plus. After inside this I am going to write one more thing, that is factorial. So here let's say factorial, and here I will multiply it by 1, and we are done here. So now it is saying we have to declare factorial. So here I have done factorial something like this. So here I will say factorial is equals to factorial. Now next step, every number we have to do the sum of factorial. So here sum has declared, and I am going to say that sum plus factorial. And next number we are going to divide it number by 10. So let's say given number I am going to divide it by 10, so that we can get the next remainder, that is 2. So let me divide it by 10, and we are done with this. Here also it is saying we have to introduce local variable. So for that I am going to put same number here, and we are done here. Now the second thing that we have to do here, we have to put some condition. If the given sum, now the sum that we have got from here after doing factorials, we are going to compare it with the given number. So here the number we are going to compare, and we are going to say that system.out.println given number is Peterson number. In case the number is not matching, we will say the given number is not Peterson number. So here I am going to put else condition, and I will put not here. Now let me run this program and let's see how the things are working. So here given number is not Peterson number. Now let's check for 145. So what it will say, and I am going to run it, and here it will say the given number is not Peterson number. Now I will show you why the given number is not Peterson number here. So I am making few mistakes so that you people can understand whatever the things that is affecting the program, and you can also remind it later while coding. So now let me run this program as a debug. So from here I am going to debug my program, and let's wait the debugger come to the point, and I will jump next line by line. So here if you are seeing the line number 8, here it clearly 145 is greater than 0. So the loop will come inside while, and the remainder that we are getting is 5. Now in the next line we are going to make it remainder as a factorial. So here I am going to do the factorial. So the number is 5. This loop is going to iterate 5 times. So here like you can see I is equals to 2, and factorial that is coming every time is different. So what you are seeing here, so here the thing that you are seeing factorial is still 1 even if we are doing factorial. So first mistake that I have made here, the number that is I should be less than remainder, means in case here 5 is coming, it should be less than 5, but it is not correct. So first mistake that you have to see here, number should be equals to 5. In case we are calculating like from 1 to 4, the sum will not be exact. So we have to clearly check here and make sure the number is 5 so that we can get 120 as a factorial of 5. Now let's jump again, and here we are seeing that the factorial is 1, sum is also 1. Still we are getting the number is not Peterson number. Why is that? First thing that we are hard coding the value as 1. So the dynamic value is not coming, whereas we have to make it I so that we can get the next number. Now here after that I am going to debug it again, and I will show you why this number is still not working. We are going to debug one by one. So let me show you how this factorial is going to work now properly. So here if you will see, the remainder is 5, and this for loop is going to iterate, and every time the value of I is going to change. So if you will see, the factorial every time is changing. So what is the factorial coming? This time factorial is 2, and next time it is going to be 6. Check here. So here you are seeing factorial 6. Also you can see factorial 6 here in the console. Now let me step over one more time. Now the remainder is something like 5, and for the 5 factorial should be 120. So here factorial we are iterating again and again. So factorial has come 120, and after 120 we are doing sum. So here sum you can see is 0 and factorial is 120. So here again you can see the sum is 120 and factorial is also 120. Now we are going to divide this number by 10, and this is going to get 14. Now the next number that you can see here is a 14. 14 is greater than 0. The remainder of 14 something like 4, and the remainder becomes 4. So for the 4 we are going to get the factorial. So let's see how this for is iterating, and we are getting factorial for the 4 is something 24. Now let's jump again into 4. The previous value was 120 for the sum, and this time factorial is 24. So we are going to add sum and factorial, so total sum will become 124, and again that 14 we are dividing it by 10. So the next number that is going to be 1. So here 1 is greater than 0, that is true, and number will go inside the while loop. Now for the 1 remainder will be 1, and for the 1 factorial will also be the 1. Here 1 factorial will be added to the sum 144 which was previous. In 1 we are adding, it will become 145. After that this number we will divide by 10, that is 1 divided by 10 will become 0, and while loop will fail and it will come outside of our while loop. Now let's see what we are seeing here. Sum is 145 and number is 0. That is why this condition is failing and coming out of if condition and going inside else condition. Now let's see how we can make number as 145. This division is changing our number to the 0. So for that we have to say that int, we have to declare our number called 1 original number, and there I am going to put the value of number. Now from here I am going to copy this number as original number, and here I will paste it here. Now let me run this program, and I will show you the given number is coming as a Peterson number. So now next step is that we are going to check another number 146 whether it is Peterson number or not. So here it is working clearly, and you can see that the given number is not Peterson number. In case you are having any problem in coding, you can comment it out. Thank you. Bye bye.